Here's a weekend getaway from any major city in Poland which you can visit on a small budget. Wałbrzych, which is a beautiful town in southwestern part of the country which has the third largest castle in all of Poland. It is surrounded by a lot of greenery and also has a couple of hotels in the same compound so that you can stay overnight if you want to. We booked our train tickets through the PKP Intercity website from Warsaw to Wałbrzych Miasto and back. We got a train which leaves early Saturday morning and returns late Sunday night, which fits into our short weekend plan. For the tickets, we spent around 140 zlotys for 2 people, which is fairly a reasonable deal. I always prefer train over bus, so we can walk around, stretch and visit the pantry car for breakfast, dinner or snacks along with a nice view of the countryside. When we reached Wałbrzych on Saturday noon, we were mesmerized about how calm and laid back the vibe of the city was. From here to go to Książ castle, we had 2 options. Either take a taxi from the train station or a local bus. We chose the bus option and headed a little down the road from the train station. Finding this bus stop was not very straightforward because none of the bus stops in the town were marked on Google Maps. We spent around an hour to figure out where the bus stop was. We'll put the GPS location of the bus stop in the description so that it's easier for you guys. There is only one bus which goes to the castle directly, and that is bus number 8. But even this bus has 2 different destinations, which we were about to find out little soon. So make sure you read the last bus stop name in front of the bus before you board. Unlike in Warsaw, there are no ticket machines available at the bus stop, so we had to go to the nearby convenience store to buy the tickets. Alternately, you can also buy tickets from the bus driver as well. We paid 8 zlotys for 2 people. Unfortunately, we boarded the wrong bus number 8, so we had to get down at the nearest stop from the castle, which was around 2 kilometers away. But this was like a blessing in disguise when we suddenly decided to take a bolt scooter instead of walking all the way. We rode through an amazingly beautiful path covered with so many leaves and autumn colors. It was a magical experience for us who have not experienced autumn in a foreign country before. Then we went to check in to our hotel, which we booked online for 310 zlotys per night. We were informed that the check-in only starts at 6 p.m. but they offered us an early check-in at around 4 p.m. So we dropped our luggage and headed to start our castle tour, which we had already booked online for 140 zlotys for 2 people. This was our first castle experience and we enjoyed every bit of it. As part of the ticket, we were given audio guides which looked like an old Walkman device with headphones. The person in the Walkman spoke English and was directing us where to go next and gave details about each room and the overall history of the castle. There are more than 300 rooms in this 13th century medieval castle. During the Second World War, the Nazis took over this castle and built kilometers of underground tunnels, most of which have not been discovered yet. There's also a myth about a golden train hidden somewhere inside the tunnel. In our tickets, the tour of the underground tunnels were also included. But we decided to skip it because I felt it would be too spooky for me. We instead used the time to appreciate the amazing architecture amidst the autumn colors. There's also a small underground cafe in the castle which looks like a cave. They served us some amazing snacks. Near the gate there is a small souvenir shop where we bought few magnets to add to our collection. Because the hotel is in the same compound, we had access to the castle at night as well. On day 2, after a good night's rest and soaking in the views of the castle from our window on a sunny Sunday morning, we went for breakfast. The castle also had a huge park outside, which is even more beautiful when the sun shines. After checkout, since we had an amazing time on the boat yesterday, we decided to do it once more, and this time in sunshine. Yet again, it was our best boat ride ever. Bit pricey, but worth it. We spent around 51 zlotys on all our boat rides together. We randomly started walking around Wałbrzych town and felt like it was a town untouched by time. Autumn and sunshine just made everything so much more prettier. It was then time for our return train, but this time we had a stop over in Roslo. So we explored Roslo by walking around huge Old Town Market Square area. Because it was Sunday, a lot of things were happening around and it was quite lively. Occasionally we ran into dwarf statues around the city called gnomes. Apparently there are more than 400 such gnomes all around Roslo. It was quite fun to spot them and it's great activity for kids. We then boarded our train back to Warsaw to conclude our short weekend trip with a whole lot of pictures and great autumn memories. In total, we spent around 1000 zlotys for 2 people in this trip, 1/3 of which was the hotel stay itself. We now got a glimpse of the golden Polish autumn and looking forward to visit more such castles in future.